What's the crack, guys, and welcome back to the channel. And in this video, it's going to be a bit of a special one. No gaming, no zombies, no nothing like that. This is a little bit of a secret that's been going on YouTube. MrBeast and Mark Rover, I think his name is. I forget his name, but MrBeast is who I know out of the few that's doing it. But they're basically trying to raise $30 million to clean out 30 million pounds of plastic out of the oceans. So that's going to take a lot of effort. So what he done was, all the creators on YouTube got like a notification kind of thing on YouTube to say everyone on YouTube that makes videos needs to post a video about Team Seas, is the name of the action that we're doing. Team Seas. And he wanted everyone to publish a video at 9 PM Pacific time. Or no, sorry, it's 1 PM Pacific time, or 9 PM like European time, Irish time to be specific. And he wanted everyone to post a video about it and get everyone aware about it and donate to the link and to buy the Team Seas jumpers and t-shirts and all that sort of stuff, and try and get as much people to donate for the $30 million deadline, which is the 1st of January 2022. Not long away if you think about it. It's a little over 2 months to like donate 30 million. That's a lot. That's a lot of money. He done a thing recently, a couple of years ago. $20 million for 20 million trees. Don't know what the time frame was for that, but like, I mean, that's a lot of money too. So if you can raise 20 million, I'm hoping with all the YouTube creators we can create the 30 million goal and just do it and smash that over and clean out the oceans, because I've looked up a couple of things about the oceans and they are filthy, and it really did surprise me. So I'm going to be donating to it after this, like, and it's just insane. I'm going to go through some of the stuff I found in the ocean, which is absolutely insane. Obviously plastic kills wildlife, so that's one like factor of like plastic in the oceans. It kills a lot of wildlife, so we don't want that. That's bad. Another thing I found was over 8 million tons of plastic gets into the oceans every single year. 8 million tons is a hell of a lot of weight and a lot of plastic. When you think of a plastic shopping bag or like a plastic bottle of like of a drink, Coke, Lucasade, whatever, a packet of ham that you know, cheese, any of that kind of stuff, like that plastic is extremely light. Like there's no weight. So to think of 8 million tons, that's a vast amount of plastic, like every year. In the middle of the Pacific Ocean, there's a thing called the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, which I never knew about. But it's pretty much just a big patch of plastic in the middle of the ocean where it all ends up. Supposedly you can sail or swim through it. Why you'd be swimming in the middle of the Pacific, I don't know. But if you could sail or swim through it, you don't even know. You mightn't even come across any plastic because it's all underneath, which is where all the fish are and all the wildlife, which you don't want. You don't want any plastic in the ocean at all, but it's all underneath. Plastic never fully decomposes into the planet, so it's all here. Like all the plastic that has ever been produced from when plastic was first invented years ago, all that plastic is still in the world and in the environment today. Like that's a lot of plastic, and the more the plastic that's produced, it's just adding to it. There's no end to it. Like it just keeps building. So that's why there's probably so much ending up in the oceans. There's just nowhere else for it to go. Just an example of how bad the plastic is in the oceans. From 2010 to 2013, there was a survey carried out, and there was over 15% of fish had plastic in them. So when you're eating fish, you're actually eating plastic. That's how bad they were. Compared to 2017 and 2019, there was a time, 2017 to 2019, there was another survey carried out. It had went up to 33% of fish. That's a lot of fish with microfiber plastic pieces in it. Doesn't just stop with fish. Apples was another thing I found. Apples actually had the highest microplastic count in fruit, with 195,500 microplastic particles per gram. That's a lot. I could go on all day about how bad plastic is for the ocean and how bad it is for the planet, and I'm sure everybody knows, but like this video is to kind of make people aware of how bad it is. Like, because if we don't stop, it's just like, where would it end? Like it doesn't disappear, it doesn't dissolve, it doesn't rot. So like, where will it end if we don't try and put a stop to it now? Some solutions you could do is like, I have a few right down here. I try and do my best with plastic. I don't like plastic, but I try, like, when I'm going into work, I don't buy bottles or don't like buy bottled water or anything like that. I have a jug, like it's a plastic jug, but it's reusable, and I use it all the time. I just keep filling it up with water from my home and bringing it into work. So I constantly use the same jug, water jug, for work, for drinking. So I don't constantly keep buying bottles and bottles and bottles, which is making more and more plastic. Another thing is recycle. Not hard to do. I mean, if the plastic is recycled, then less has to be produced. So it's being reused, which is way more sensible than just binning every piece of plastic you get, because it's just going to keep building it. Like I said, it doesn't rot. Plastic straws is another thing. McDonald's is I'm sure everyone knows McDonald's. They've stopped using plastic straws, so they've started to use paper ones, because paper will rot. So that's another thing we could try and do, is use less plastic straws. Use reusable shopping bags is another way to kind of cut down on the single-use plastic shopping bags that usually rip before you even get to your car from the shop. But, you know, reusable shopping bags is definitely one way to go. Another solution, reuse containers. I do it here in my house. You go to the takeaway, you get your chips or your whatever. Chips usually come in a bag, but, you know, you go to your takeaway and you get the plastic trays with all the food in it. We reuse them. We don't throw them into the bin. We obviously try to recycle whatever we don't use, but we go and we use them for lunch boxes. So handy way to use your lunch boxes, keep reusing them, or even just store food in them, like food from your house, like half-eaten dinners or dinner leftovers. You're able to put them in there, put them in the freezer, and then you can have the dinner then at another time, and it's kept nice and safe in the airtight little plastic containers. It's a good way to reuse them plastic containers. Usually you get them in takeaways. And then the last topic I wanted to kind of do as a solution kind of thing, well, it's not a solution, it's just because I'm a gaming channel and I like gaming, and I've been gaming since 15 years now. I've been gaming, not on YouTube, but my life, like, I just love gaming. One thing I've noticed over the years were, years ago, games on PS1, 2, and even the PS3 and PS4, but not as so much on the PS4, I'll tell you why. They all used to have to get discs, which was a solid copy of a game, and you had to go to your game store and you got a copy of the game, and it came in a plastic case. So obviously now, like, I'm changed to PC, so I use a PC now, which I obviously download all my games, which there's no plastic, it's all nice. Same with the PS5, you can get a digital version of the PS5, which kind of makes me think that gaming is going in the swing of less plastic as well, which that's the way I like to look at it when you think of this. And basically it's all going digital, and the PS4 semi went digital. It did, but you could still buy copies. I know you can still buy the PS5 that takes discs as well, but it's swinging in the direction of not having to use a physical game to play, that you can just download all the games and play, which is a much better way because it produces less plastic for gaming and cases and stuff like that. So I just kind of wanted to put that out there as I'm a gaming channel. I thought it was kind of cool. Right, so now to get on to all the links. I leave all the links in the description for everything. There's a link for a store if you want to buy a hoodie or a t-shirt. I'll pop it up on screen here now. And that's the goal if you want to get a t-shirt, jumper. It has Team C's, has the logo on it, and all the money obviously goes towards the 30 million that we're trying to get up to. If you want to donate straight to the Team C's, the link will be here. teamcs.org is the link that you have to go to donate. I'm going to go straight there now as soon as it's live. I don't think it's live as I'm recording this, because again, when 1 PM Pacific time reaches, all the videos go out, everything opens. There's a shop, the shop isn't open quite yet, but by the time this video is out, it will be. So same with the donate, so I'm going to donate as soon as it's released. And I have their Facebook, I'll pop their Facebook here as well. You can donate through that and keep up to date with the donations and stuff through Facebook if you're on Facebook. If you're not into Facebook, there's Instagram. I leave their Instagram here too, and you can go and check out and keep up to the date with the donations and see how things are going. Twitter obviously as well, I'll leave their Twitter link there if you want to keep up to date on Twitter instead of any of the other two if you don't use them. Like I said, the deadline is January the 1st, 2022, and I think it's really a big important thing for the planet that if we do it, because I watch a lot of David Attenborough on Netflix, and he goes on about the environment and how bad it is since he was born and how much worse things are getting, and glaciers melting and global warming and all that. Like, it's just terrible, like, and it really puts it into perspective. What will it be like in another 100 years? Like, if we just stay doing this, like, will the plastic just be everywhere? Like it's everywhere as it is, but it's just insane to me, like, how much plastic was in the ocean. Over 8 million every year. 8 million tons every year gets landed up in there, which is insane. Right guys, so I'm going to wrap it up. I'll leave all the links for everything in the description. The store, the donate, the Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that sort of stuff. I leave everything in the description. Make sure you check it out. And let's hope we can do this. I've ordered myself a t-shirt already. Yeah, I'm going to leave it here and hopefully we can reach this deadline. It'll be absolutely amazing if we can. So I'll catch you guys then in the next video. Goodbye.